This is a tale of two officers patrolling the same river, the same border under two different governments and two different mandates.
Burglaries, criminal trespass, breaking into people's homes.
One on the American side, the other one on Mexican territory. Efrain Sanchez serves as a deputy sheriff of Maverick County in Eagle Pass, Texas.
10-4 goes back to 2018.
I was born and raised here. There's been a lot more activity throughout the years, I guess, since back in the day. A lot more people, a lot more border patrol, a lot more law officers. Especially, I see more people in the streets, running all over the place.
Eagle Pass, Texas has emerged as a focal point of the recent surge in migration to the U.S. While migrant crossings have decreased from the end of last year due to heightened law enforcement, the numbers remain unprecedented.
We still get calls throughout the night, can you make rounds through that area? People spotted suspicious people walking by.
Every night?
Every once in a while, yeah, we still do. Not as much as I was used to, but we still get them calls. People now see anybody and they'll call it in, there's somebody walking. Matter of fact, right now, earlier today in the morning, I went to the store and one of them was like, hey, I saw a group of 10 people walking, passing the street.
Across the Rio Grande River, Jose Francisco Contreras leads the Civil Protection and Firefighters Department in Piedras, Negras, Mexico. His team handles emergencies, fires, first responders, and potential drownings.
Una vez que lo arrastra uno la corriente, ya no te puedes parar.
Once the current takes hold of you, you can't stop because it's too strong. It drags you. It's dangerous even when the water is not too high.
En el 2022 fue...
2022 was a very tragic year. Now we're almost at 50 drowned people on this side of the river, the Mexican side.
According to Mexican officials, 72 people drowned attempting to cross the river in 2022. Last year, there were 59 deaths. There are no official numbers from the U.S. side. Contreras and his team try to convince migrants not to cross. Still, he tells me that stopping them from crossing and pursuing their American dreams is almost impossible.
I recommend that they wait a bit, for the process to take place, for their paperwork, and to do it safely. It's not worth it to risk your pregnant wives, children, and babies drowning. We've had to recover bodies of babies and pregnant women for a dream that will never materialize.
We saw individuals crossing the river during our interview.
They will reach that point, and then they will not be able to cross. They will need to return. Fortunately, the river is shallow today.
But many of them do not return. They keep walking along the riverbank. That other side of the river is Mexico. This is an area that's easier for the undocumented migrants to make it to continental U.S. because, as you can see, there are no fences. There's no razor wire here. Commander Contreras worries about the migrant safety. Deputy Sheriff Sanchez is concerned about his neighborhood and family's safety in the U.S.
Because you don't know who's crossing, you don't know their background or anything like that. So it is, especially me that I have 2 kids. It is kind of scary, You don't know who's gonna break in or who's doing what. I know they're trying to make a better living, but there's always a process of doing it.
These officers do not want migrants to continue crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. Their departments are depleted, their cities transformed, and their daily routines upended. Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CGTN, Eagle Pass, Texas.